Hello and welcome back to Monster Hunter World, where today we're going to be playing with Arc-Tempered Zorah Magdaros. And that's part of why I'm wearing this Kulu hat, because most of our damage is going to be done with cannonballs. Though I will say, I'm going to be doing something that I've never done before in this quest, and that's using heavy bowgun against a monster. So this will be interesting. The reason I'm doing this is because earlier I was trying to do Zorah with a couple of friends, and we were all using our regular weapons, trying our regular strats, and it just was not working. And actually, we're not going to eat just yet. So, yeah, things weren't going so hot for us. And so I looked up what people were doing to solo him and learned that A, apparently his health actually does scale when you play him in multiplayer, unlike regular Zorah, who's just always scaled for multi. And B, yeah, if you use a heavy bowgun, you can be relatively safe for most of the fight, and things can go well. So let's see how this goes. I will have to ask you to forgive my clumsiness because, again, I have never used heavy bowgun against a monster in this game before, so my play will not be pretty.
Hunters, we need to weaken Zorah
And just for reference, there's my skills. Yeah, shut up. Shut up! Stop talking over my skills.
You can do it. Proceed with caution.
Yeah, I get it. Shut up.
Destroy the magma core.
Shut up!
The success of the whole operation.
Wow, they are just not going to stop talking, are they? Of course they stopped right after I said that. But yeah, there's the skills. Also got the Xeno'jiva 3 set. But we want to use our clust 3s. And we want to fire those right about there.
Hey, partner.
And we're doing some damage. Reload those. And fire one more. And then we actually want to get in here and get myrtleated. So we're going to need to take one more hit. Might as well use this while we wait. And then get missed, so reloading. There we go. And we wanted to do that because I'm running Fortify. And this way we can do more damage. I was getting a little worried there. Fortify took a while to actually activate. Okay, so now we want to go right back in there. Let's go ahead and make some more clust. And then we'll whip this on out. Let's load in our Wyvern Heart. It's fun to use, even if my aim is atrocious. Okay, now we want our clust back. We're just going to keep clusting this thing until it breaks. And here we go. Just more shooty, shooty, shooty. Because we need to make absolutely certain that this thing does, in fact, end up breaking. So let's make some more clust. Yeah, it's going to discharge it, and we're going to take some damage, but we'll be fine. Yep, there it is. We want to get away from that because we don't want to die until it breaks.
Restrain it. Hunters, hold your positions. Are the binders ready?
Make some more of that. Reload. And time for more shooty shooty. There we go. And we're actually just going to keep on firing on it because since this does explosive damage, it'll do full damage even though the magma core is already broken. So hooray for damage. So now let's put that away. And now we want to go sacrifice ourselves to another magma core. And thankfully there is just such a magma core right here. Might as well shoot it a little. Get its attention. And there we go. So now we've got max fortify. Which means now it's actually time to eat. So, let's actually sit down instead of rolling past the thing. We are using a voucher because we want to eat for a specific skill.
Of course it is. Hunters, prepare to intercept.
So we want 4 foods from this row for Bombardier. And then we want 2 from this row for Acrobat, because why the hell not? And that's what we want to eat. And then we want to go in here, get our items restocked. I've got an item set specifically for this. And then we also want a max potion. And we want a mega demon drug. And I'm an idiot and I grabbed the dragon-proof mantle instead of the rock-steady mantle.
Stay focused. We have to drive off Nergigante.
And now we gotta go up, play with Nerg.
Race to the shot. Don't let it shake you off.
We're already where we need to be. So for Nerg, we want to actually use our sticky ammo.
Hunters, keep at it. It's all up to
Though
you.
we also want our temporal mantle on, so that that doesn't happen. Dang it. I need that. Just making sure our peak performance works. And we are right where we want to be, because if we were on the lower platform, Zorah would be spitting on us, which is annoying. That was a very well-timed KO. Let me finish reloading. And there's another KO. Yeah, we're just trying to get rid of Nerg because for Arc-Tempered Zorah, unless you get rid of Nerg, you never go into Phase 2. Whereas for regular Zorah, you can ignore the hell out of Nerg and nobody cares. Alright, we got a horn. Oh, he didn't like that clust. Just go. Just go, bullets.
No, you got this.
Ow. Whoops. Did not mean to jump down, especially not that far. Well, we can use this time to make more stuff. There. Why can't I climb this? That's the problem with falling, is it takes so long to get back up. Hi, Zorah's beard. Just drinking our peak performance back on. Out. And there it goes. Let's load this on up. Ow. Let's not fall off the edge. Ow. Thankfully, this isn't a tempered Nerg of any sort. So his damage output isn't anything crazy. Oh, he's tired. There goes his other horn. So surely he can't stay here that much longer, right? You know what? Let's Wyvern Heart this up. Considering we've got a white spiked wing right here. Alright, he's leaving.
We've driven off Nergigante.
And we'll get that just because we can. Nail ourselves with it.
Zorah Magdaros is getting back on all fours. It's continuing its advance.
And then we're just gonna go this way. We're gonna hop off here because we can. And then just kind of float for a little bit, I guess.
Prepare to intercept in the barrier.
Yeah, we specifically wanted to do that so that we would end up here,
Hitting the target.
which puts us near that first magma core, which now we can hit with impunity. So, let's... Oh, can we not make more clust right now? Ah, we were full on clust is why. Yeah, we just are going to clust this because it's nice and safe to do so. It takes just as much damage as anything else. And that's all we really care about is just damage, damage, damage. Accidentally ran out of clust, but that's fine. We can use our Wyvern ammo. And we do still have the ability to make more clust, but Wyvern ammo is pretty decent. But let's go ahead and make some more clust. Load that stuff on up. We actually don't need to be this far from it because there's nothing it can do to us. Seems Zorah turning actually changes our aim.
Hunters, I don't care what it takes. You have got to wear down Zorah Magdaros as much as possible. This is the last bastion. No more second chances. If Zorah Magdaros breaches the barrier, all is lost.
And we can't use any more clust, but that's fine. So let's go ahead and point this cannon where it needs to go. Right there is fine. Shoot that thing off. And that's doing some pretty significant damage, which is just what we like. Let's move that to the right just a smidge. Fire that right at his face. Grab the binder, because that is very important to have. Turn this a little. Fire that. Looks like it's going right at his nose. That's great. And then we cast ourselves into the ocean because it's faster than running all the way to the other side. Usually. And then we'll point this to the right once more. Fire that. And then we go downstairs where we're going to spend most of our time. Uh-oh. Well, we've got a Dragonator for that. So yeah, in multiplayer, that Dragonator does 12,000, which is the indicator that his HP is increased because it actually does a percentage of his max HP. I don't know what the percentage is, but it is a percentage. Yes, there's some way to stop that attack. That's why I freaking did it.
Hold nothing back.
But yeah, this is basically what we're going to be doing for the rest of the quest, is just loading cannons and firing cannons. And hopefully, it'll be enough. We don't really care what he does to the barrier as long as it's not his, oh, he's charging up. Because that's the only thing that really does any appreciable damage to the barrier. So let's fire that off. Hooray for damage. Turn this. Fire that. Fire this. Uh-oh. That's what we've got our binder for, though. So he's bound. I didn't want that ballista ammo. I wanted the binder. We'll just have to be careful and make sure we're actually using the binder next time he charges up. But yeah, it's cannons the fight. Oh, looks like he is fully loaded. Shame he can't start loading the other cannon that's not full, but each NPC knows they're in charge of exactly one cannon. Also, why is he so much faster at loading his cannon than the other one is for hers? It's best to fire as many cannons as you can at a time, just because the NPCs will keep on loading theirs. And it looks like we're out on that stack. Thankfully, we've got this stack.
Zorah Magdaros is charging up energy. Oh no.
Oh no is right. Let's go ahead and put a stop to that.
Move.
Oh, it looks like my ally over there actually bound him as well. So I wasted my binder. Alright, we want to fire all of these and then actually go back up top to get ourselves another binder because we don't want him to break the wall. So let's head back up top and we can also fire the cannons up there as well. Because our cat and the two NPCs up there will also have been reloading cannons. So let's fire that off.
Zorah Magdaros still isn't weak enough.
Thanks, Barnos. Thankfully, peak performance means nothing for the cannons, so it doesn't really matter that we just lost it. Oh, I bet we're going to hit with these. Wow, we even got a break. All right, this should bop him right on the nose. Excellent. Not as excellent as it could have been. It looked like there were a couple misses in there. And we actually should have tossed ourselves into the ocean. It's faster than running all the way across the thing. And let's go ahead and help out with a cannonball here, because we're fast enough to do so. Push this a little bit. Oh, actually, ballista, ballista, ballista. We need a ballista. Got him. And fire that off. So now we basically don't have any binders unless this one has refilled, which it has. Hooray. So we're good to go. Time to use more cannons. Oh, looks like our buddy down here bound him as well. I really wish they would say when they were gonna bind him. Would save me some heartache of being like, oh no, I don't got binders, or oh no, I gotta get over there with the binder. So yeah, we're not doing as well as I've seen people do by a long shot. I've seen people be done by this point. But again, I am not a heavy bowgunner. This is my first time using heavy bowgun against monsters. Like, my experience with heavy bowgun in this game is basically like 4 or 5 minutes in the training area, and that's it. So, for a first timer, I imagine I'm not atrocious. Oh, hey, the cannonballs got refilled over here. The barrier is barely taking damage. We're doing fine. Not a single thing to worry about. So yeah, we're just firing more cannons. Uh-oh. Time to put a stop to that, even though at this point we don't have enough time for it to really matter. Because, yeah, it doesn't one-shot the barrier. And we're going to run out of time before he can do it 2 more times. So if we can beat the Dragonator timer, that would be cool. I don't know that we will. But Zorah can't be too terribly far from dead by now. Simply because these cannons do lots and lots of damage.
We have an emergency.
Yeah, it's not an emergency. The barrier is just fine. Look at that thing's HP. It is totally fine. And we got him. We beat the Dragonator timer. Looks like the break we got was his beard. So hooray, that is 1 Arc-Tempered Zorah Magdaros down. Now I just need to do it like 3 more times, I think. Oh, never mind, fewer, because he gives his tickets in stacks of 2, which is nice. Keeps you from having to fight him a bajillion times. So we've got 4 tickets. It's going to take 3 to make the layered armor and 5 to make the armor, unless I'm wrong. Hooray for trash otherwise. So, yeah. Let's go see if we can make the layered armor. So we gotta go to the blacksmith and talk to him, and he'll be like, hey, go back downstairs and make this stuff. And while we're up here, we can take a look at the regular armor.
Stay tough.
All right, we definitely have enough stuff to make it. But yeah, for whatever reason, they decided that it should take 3 tickets instead of 2 for this layered armor. Probably because it comes in stacks of 2. It takes 8 tickets total to make everything. So yeah, there's the armor looks-wise. It's all right. The skills on it aren't amazing, but you can use these 3 pieces as the basis of a please stop wasting my time set. Get yourself windproof tremor res earplugs. And then you'll also have crit status, which I guess if you use a para weapon, then that can be a thing. But yeah, altogether not the most amazing gamma set. The fight's not exactly exciting either. Though if you are using melee weapons, the bursts from the magma cores do quite a bit of damage. Unless you bring a lot of fire res, so definitely bring fire res if you're going to be going melee. But I'm not. Well, at least not this time. I probably should have grabbed those investigations before I did this, huh? Oh well. So let's get this layered origin armor. And let's go take a look at it. So let's find origin in here. There it is. And everything default color. So yeah, that's what we look like with the origin armor. And then if we want to change the colors, then it looks like it's the metal parts that change color. A little odd. I would have expected it to be like the scales or the furs. But no, it's the metal. So yeah, that's this stuff. No, we want default color, confirm, finish. And that is going to be it for this episode. Join us next time, which will be whenever they release a new monster or a new arc-tempered monster, or just anything new. If I don't know when that'll be, I'm sure we'll find out eventually. See you then, friends.